learned how we will communicate the information from one system to another system. So we are sending the information from one place to another place. So that process we can call it as communication. So here the switching networks in this unit. So we have to learn different switching techniques. Those are nothing but circuit switching, and the message switching, and different node switching, and different packet switching. So these are different switching techniques. So before going to switching technique, so we have to learn what is a switch. So switch, it is a communication element. So switch is also a communication device. So the switch is a device which connect multiple communication lines together. So here whatever we having different communication lines. So here the shown diagram, we have different end-to-end systems. One is the A system and another one is B system. So here one end we have the A system and another end we have the another F system. So in between we have different communication elements or communication element, that is nothing but the switch. It is called as a communication element. So already we learned what is a network. Network is nothing but, that means a computer network. So we are having some of the communication elements, that communication elements are linked with by using the different communication links. So communication links are nothing but so we have to use either it may be a wire transmission or wireless transmission, that means guided transmission or unguided transmission. So we are able to transmit either the information by using the wires or without the wires. So those are nothing but communication links. So here the communication elements are nothing but, so whatever the device, electronic device we are using to send the information from one place to another place, either it may be a mobile phone or either it may be a laptop or either it may be a system or whatever the device. So we can call it as a communication element. So for those communication elements we have to use some of the communication devices. Those are nothing but are the communication switches are also routers. So we can either we can also use as a communication element as a switch or a router, so and so different elements to communicate or to send the information from one place to another place or one device to another device. So in this unit we have to learn the switch. So here whatever the yellow color box shown, that will be represent a switch switching element. So here the switch is nothing but it is a device so which connect multiple communication lines together. So this switch helps to send the data along with different routes or different devices. For example, here we are considering A is the device and F is the device. So if you want to communicate or if you want to send the information from A to F, so we have to use the entire path or entire setup to send the information from A to F. So for example, so first I want to use from the A to I switch, or one switch. So after that we have to use two switch, or either it may be use three switch, or either it may be use fourth switch. After that it will reaches the information will reaches to the F device. So this is the switching element, switched network. So a switched network consists of a series of interlinked nodes. So those are called it as switches. So in these switches are these are the capable of creating temporary connections between two or more devices linked to the switch. So in some of those nodes are we can call it as end-to-end systems. Those are nothing but computers or telephones or mobile communication. So and with these are also used for routing. So to create a specific physical path from one device to another device, so we have to use these switching elements as a communication elements. So here so it may be in this whatever here shown diagram. So in this shown diagram, so we having the n systems, those are nothing but we are labeled A, B, C, D, E and J, I, H, G, F, so and so, and the switches are first switch, second switch, third switch and fourth switch, fifth switch. So here each switch is connected to multiple connections. So here the in between A and B, J, so we used one switch. So if you want to communicate with A and B, we have to use only the first switch. So otherwise if you want to communicate A to C, so the path will be established from A to C is A switch and the one switch and the second switch, and finally the information will be delivered to the C system. So similarly, if any system, so if you want to communicate, one by one or all together, so we have to use these switches as the communication element to process the data from one end to another end. So here mainly in this process we have to use three types of switching techniques. One is the circuit switching, and another one is packet switching, and another one is message switching. So here mainly whatever we can divide today's networks into three broad categories. They are circuit, packet, message, and again in packet switching, so we having datagram networks and the virtual circuit networks. So how the communication will be established by using these switching networks, we will see right now. So in this circuit switched network, so it consists of a set of switches connected by physical lines. So in the circuit switch, so we are having different communication devices. Those are linked with a guided transmission. That means whatever the devices present in this network, so it will be guided transmission. Guided means either it may be used as a twisted pair cable networking, or coaxial cable networking, or fiber optic cable networking. Whatever the link we are using to transmit the information from one device to another device. So in this we have to use any type of method in circuit switching network. So here in circuit switching, a connection between two stations is a dedicated path. Dedicated path means so if you are one system communicating with one or more links, so at that if that process or that slot will finish that information or finish that timing, so then only it will the whatever the next operation will going to be, so first one completed. సో ఎప్పుడైతే మనకి ఉన్న ఏదైతే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఈ ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కంప్లీట్ అవుతుందో, దట్ మీన్స్ సెకండ్ సిస్టమ్కి రీచ్ అవుతుందో, సో అప్పుడు మాత్రమే నెక్స్ట్ ఆపరేషన్ అనేది నెక్స్ట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, నెక్స్ట్ టైం స్లాట్లో స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ డెడికేటెడ్ path. So here each connection uses only one dedicated channel on each link. So each link is normally divided into n channels by using FDM or TDM. So here whatever the circuit switching network will be operated based on the frequency division multiplexing method or time division multiplexing method. So already we know what is the time division multiplexing or frequency division multiplexing. So in frequency division, so each and every channel, so already we have low frequency and high frequency, very high frequency. So we are using different applications within that frequency division multiplexing. Whatever the frequency, the allocated frequency, for example 33 megahertz to 30 megahertz. So that is used for only for audio purposes. So and so that applications will be processed within that frequency only. So and coming to time division also, so we are allocating a particular slot or particular schedule for particular process. That is the meaning of TDM and frequency division multiplexing. So by using those techniques, so we have to use circuit switched network. So in this circuit switching network, so it consists of set of switches connected by physical lines. So here I will show the diagram. So here we have a trial circuit switched network. So in this diagram we have at the one end we have the A system and another end we have the M system. So we are having the different channels and only one link. So here we are having either it may be that information will be going to the switch 1 to switch 2 and switch 3 to M, or it may be the path will be established from 1 to 4 or 3 to M, whatever the path. But so which that device will choose the dedicated path to transmit the information from one device to another device. So that is the switching network. So this switching network mainly follows three principles. One is establish the connection. First point is, so whenever we are transmitting the information by using the switching network, so it establishes an end-to-end connection before only the transfer data. So before, whenever the process will start transferring the information, before that it will create a dedicated path from one device to another device. So after only it will transmit the data. So that means first it establish the connection and after transferring the data. So whenever it completes the transferring or sending the information from one device to another device, so then it will be disconnect the data and then it will be disconnects the data. So mainly it will be this type of circuit switching network will be used in public switching telephone network, PSTN. So it will be used in PSTN. So in this circuit switching network, it consists of a set of switches connected by a physical link. Here a connection between the two stations is a dedicated path made of one or more links. So in this, each connection uses only one dedicated channel on each link. So here whatever the N system A needs to communicate with M system, the system A needs to request a connection to M, so that must be accepted by all switches, so as well as by M itself. So before transferring or before establishing the connection, so it will send an acknowledgement to nearest switch or nearest communication element. So if that will be accept that acknowledgement, so based on the acknowledgement it establish a dedicated path from one system to another system or one line to another line. So after that so each link and its combination of circuits defines the dedicated path. So after the dedicated path made of connected circuits, so then the data transfer can takes place. So after that all data have been transferred, so the circuits are releasing the information from nearest one to nearest device. సో ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే మనకి డయాగ్రామ్లో ఉన్నాయో, సో ఒకసారి పాత్ అనేది అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ద్వారా ఏదైనా క్లియరెన్స్ ఉంటే, ఒకవేళ ఏదైనా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ స్విచ్ 1 అండ్ స్విచ్ 2 స్విచ్ 4 ఉంది. సో ఇన్ కేస్ ఏదైనా స్విచ్ 2 ఒక బిజీగా ఉంది లేదంటే ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్ అక్కర్ అయితే, సో ఇట్ డిడెంట్ యాక్సెప్ట్ ద అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ ది వన్ స్విచ్, ఫస్ట్ స్విచ్ నుంచి. సో దెన్ సో ఇట్ విల్ ద వన్ స్విచ్ చెక్స్ విచ్ ఈస్ ద నియరెస్ట్ వన్. సో అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సెకండ్ స్విచ్, ఈ సెకండ్ స్విచ్తో కాకుండా ఇంకా నియరెస్ట్గా ఏది రెడీగా ఉంది. సో దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ సెన్స్ ద అక్నాలజ్మెంట్ టు fourth switch, then it will create, that the dedicated path will establish from A to 1 and 1 to 2, 1 to 4 and 4 to 3 and 3 to m, 3 to m. So this is the dedicated path from A to m. So when the dedicated path will be established, then the device, the A will sends the information from 1, 4, 3 switches to M system. So after completion of the data transferring or data sending, so it will, the entire path will be terminated, entire path will be terminated. So that is about circuit switching network. So here we have to calculate the efficiency and the delay. So in this system, so it can be the circuit switch network are not efficient because of the two types of networks. So it will allows the resources and allocated during the entire duration of the connection. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ఎఫిషియన్సీ అనేది ఇప్పుడు ఈ పాత్ ఎప్పుడైతే డెడికేట్ అవుతుందో నెక్స్ట్ ఒక్కసారి డెడికేట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇట్ డజంట్ అలౌ నెక్స్ట్ అనదర్ సిస్టమ్ టు ట్రాన్స్మిట్ ద డేటా ఫ్రమ్ టు కంప్లీట్ ద ఎంటైర్ ప్రాసెస్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఏదైతే ఏ సిస్టమ్ నుంచి అయితే పాత్ అనేది క్రియేట్ అయిందో సో ఆ పాత్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేంత వరకు ఇంకో సిస్టమ్ ఆర్ ఇంకో ఛానల్ను కూడా ఈ డివైజెస్ అనే అలౌ చేయడం. సో అందుకని సో ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎఫిషియంట్ వన్. సో కంపేర్ టు రిమైనింగ్, సో దీస్ ఆర్ నాట్ efficient. So and the delay, coming to the delay point, so the delay in this type of network is minimum. So during the data transfer, the data are not delayed at each switch, the resources are allocated. So here the resources are allocated for the duration of the connection. So delay అనేది ఇందులో కంపేర్ టు అనదర్ స్విచ్చింగ్ నెట్వర్క్, the delay will be minimum or low with in the circuit switching. So next one, so in circuit switching the resources need to be reserved during the setup phase and the resources remain dedicated for the entire duration of data transfer until the tear down the phase. సో మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ రిసోర్సెస్ ఉంటాయో సో ఈ రిసోర్సెస్ అంతా కూడా ఉన్న రిసోర్సెస్ని మొత్తం సెటప్ చేసుకొని సో దాన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డెడికేట్ ద ఎంటైర్ డ్యూరేషన్ ఉన్న ఏదైతే పాత్ ఫిజికల్ పాత్ అనేది ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ అవుతుందో ఆ డ్యూరేషన్లో వీ హ్యావ్ టు డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అంటిల్ మొత్తం ఏదైతే కంప్లీట్గా సెలెక్టెడ్ సిస్టమ్ నుంచి నెక్స్ట్ డెస్టినేషన్ సిస్టమ్కి డేటా కంప్లీట్గా రీచ్ అయ్యేంత వరకు కూడా మనం ఆ డేటా అనేది పాత్ అనేది ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్. హ్యావ్ అనదర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. So next one, packet switching. So here this packet switching, we having two methods. One is the datagram method and another one is virtual circuit method. So in this packet switching, so in this data communications, so we need to send messages from one system to another. So if the message is going to pass through a packet switched network, it needs to be divided into packets of fixed or variable size. So the size of the packet is determined by the network and based on the protocol. సో మనం ఏదైతే డేటా కమ్యూనికేషన్లో సో ఏ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అయినా సో ఒక సిస్టమ్ నుంచి ఇంకో సిస్టమ్కి సెండ్ చేయాలి అంటే so that will be, so whatever that we already seen the layers, that is network layer and the data link layer and the physical layer. So from the network layer to data link layer, so that will be converted, the information will be converted as a packets. From the data link layer to physical layer, that will be that entire information will be converted from bits as a bits from the packets to bits. So after the physical layer, so that information will be converted from bit to an electrical signal. సో అర్థమవుతుందా మీకు? ఒక లేయర్ నుంచి ఎక్కడైతే మనం ఈ నెట్వర్క్ లేయరు అండ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ లేయర్, సో ఈ లేయర్స్ దగ్గర అంతా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ప్యాకెట్స్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఒక ప్యాకెట్లో ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఒక ఫోల్డర్ ఉంటే ఆ ఫోల్డర్లో సో డిఫరెంట్ ఫైల్స్ని ఎలా అయితే ప్లేస్ చేస్తామో, సో విత్ ఇన్ ద ప్యాకెట్స్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ సో మెనీ డేటా మీన్స్ బిట్స్. సో బిట్స్ లాగా ఉంటుంది మా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది. సో ఆ బిట్స్ కూడా అగైన్ దట్ బిట్స్ ఆల్సో కన్వర్టెడ్ యాజ్ ఏ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ సిగ్నల్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద ఫిజికల్ లేయర్. సో ఫిజికల్ లేయర్ తర్వాత ఉన్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆ బిట్స్ కాస్త అంతా కూడా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇక్కడ మాత్రం ఉన్న ఈ ప్యాకెట్ స్విచ్చింగ్ నెట్వర్క్లో, సో దట్ విల్ బి the packet will passes through one network to another network, so that will be divided into different packets of that may be the size or that the packet will be determined by the network and the protocol. మనం ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ప్రోటోకాల్ని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం అండ్ ఏ నెట్వర్క్ని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం అనే దాన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని, సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్ దట్ ప్యాకెట్ సైజ్. సో మెయిన్లీ సో ఇన్ దిస్ datagram networks, so it is also call it as connectionless network. So the datagram is also call it as connectionless network. So it is in this one the switch or the packet does not keep information about the connection state. There are no setup or termination phases. So each packet is treated the same by the switch regardless of its source or destination. So in this packet switching, so each packet treated as an independent packet, and the packet can take any practical route, or packets may arrive so that we are out of order, and the packets may get lost or delayed, so that will be again rearranged by so based on the numbering of the packet. So here I will show the diagram. So here we having so internal virtual circuit and the datagram operation. So here we having different switches in between end-to-end system, A system and the B system and the C system. So in this also we having numbering, that is 1 packet and the 2 packet and 3 packet and so and so. So in this packet switching, so it will chooses the individual route. So for example మనకి ఫస్ట్ ప్యాకెట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ ప్యాకెట్ ఉంటే, సో ఫస్ట్ నుంచి సెకండ్ సో దీనికి ట్రాన్స్మిట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే ఈ పాత్నే చూజ్ చేసుకోవాలి అనేది. So based on the availability or the free of the channel, so the packets choose any one of the path. So ఏ పాత్నైనా కానీ చూజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. So the packet switching. So here it will be choose any one of the route, and the packets, each packet are sent out to the network sequentially one at a time. So mainly if you are having the longer messages or large messages, so that large messages will be broken into a small packets. So before that will be sending the information from sender to receiver device or destination device, so that longer information will be divided into different packets. So here you will see, so here we are having 3 packets. So from the first switch that will be that chooses packet 1 and the packet 2, and the packet 3 chooses another route. So at the end of the system, so again it will be rearranged based on the numbering of the system. So first so if the first will be reaches, the 3 packet will reaches to the destination system, so again that packets will be rearranged at the destination system. That means packet 1 and the packet 2 and the packet 3. So based on that we have to re-get the information at destination system, at destination system. So that is about packet switching. So in datagram, and we're having a virtual circuit. So in this virtual circuit network, it cross between a circuit switched network and the datagram network. So it is similar to as the virtual is also, it is the combination of both circuit switch network and the datagram network. So it has some characteristics, those are nothing but so it pre-plans the route established before any packets sent, and it will establish the handshake signal. That means call requesting and call accept will establish the connection from one system to another system. So in this, each packet contains a virtual circuit identifier instead of destination address. So no routing decisions required for each packet. So it not creates a dedicated path from one end, that is source system to destination system. Source system to destination system. So this is it is similar to the circuit switching type. So it is combination of both circuit switching and the datagram network. So here we are having a path that is based on the port numbers, port 1 and the VCI incoming and the outgoing will be decides which is the which packet is incoming and which packet is outgoing from one switch to another switch, So based on that, the information will be transferred from one system to another system, system. So in virtual circuit switching, all packets belonging to the same source and the destination travel the same path, but the packets may arrive at the destination with different delays. So if resource allocation is on demand, so if we are having the delay, but based on we are arranging the packets based on the numbering, so we will get back all the packets at the end of the system. So by arranging that packets, we will get the same sending information we will receive at the destination system. So that is about packet switching. So in this, we are having another switching technique, that is message switching. So we are having different type of switches, that is time slot switch and so in part 2 we are having another message switching. So it is nothing but stored and forward network. So the special feature of the message switching, so it is the capability of storing and the forwarding. So in this message switching, there is no dedicated path between two communicating devices. So each message is treated as an independent unit and include its own destination and source address. So based on that, it is called as store and forward network. So for example, so we have some devices. So we are storing that information for a period of time. So after that, that's the same information will be delivered to the next system. Like as a message. So message will, we are whatever the for example, we have one group. So we received the some information within the message. So again, if you want to forward that message, so again simply we are selecting that message and forward to another group. That means simply we are not rewriting the same information within our device. So based on that concept, we will using the message switching networking in data communication. So that is storing and forwarding network. So it has efficient traffic management, and it reduces network traffic congestion, and it will provide some delay due to storing and forwarding. So and the large storing capacity is required. So it is mainly used in commonly in telegraph network. So actually that whatever we are sending the telegram, so that will be the whatever the information will be, so initially that information will be stored in the sender device. So after that we entered a specific destination address based on destination address, so that will be delivered to the destination system. So this type of message switching mainly used in telegraph network. So these are different switching techniques. So in next class we will see different data link layer futures. Thank you.